Morning, man, behind the scenes.
Morning.
You know it's Monday morning whenever you're dressed nice and clean in the Captain Kleeman shirt.
Yeah. This one didn't get tore up, so.
We'll see how this is going to go 4 days over. So, all right, the sun is actually out, but we got, what, 3.5 inches of rain yesterday?
We had 3.5 at the house.
So basically,
3 here. I'm saying 3.
Well, we're basically hiding from the mud.
Yeah.
And we're back on our lovely Plow project. We got some big decisions to make, buddy. Big decisions.
Yeah.
How big a check can you write?
I'm glad it's falling in your pocketbook, not mine.
All right, so when we last left you guys, we stripped this thing down, trying to see kind of what we got, what the plan is, and we're still on the fence. I would absolutely love to go GPS on this thing. I've got a few quotes on it, and they are pricey. We're looking at about $50,000 to $55,000 to go full GPS. You want to go a year without getting paid?
Let's take a 0 off of that. 5,500.
I can handle 5,500. So I'm not saying that's not an option, but we're going to have to think long and hard about that one.
Yeah.
It would be different. It would be different if we used GPS every day on what we do, which we just don't. It'd also be different if we use this machine 8-10 months out of the year, which we don't. 2, maybe 3 months out of the year.
Yeah.
Just a big investment to make for no more than what we run this machine. So I don't know. We're going to hold off on that one for a little bit, but we got some other stuff we can keep doing while we're thinking. I think the first thing this morning, we're going to pump up the track adjusters and make sure they hold, make sure we don't have to do anything with that. And man, behind the scenes, I think we're going to commit to rewiring this thing.
Rewiring. Oh boy.
I don't know for sure. One of two things has happened. If anybody out there in the comments knows, you're more than welcome to jump in and let us know. We are still convinced this is one of the very first plows that Braun built. It's one of the first handful of plows. I think they put a very, very elaborate monitoring system on here. They got sensors on the final drives, they got sensors on the input oil, they got sensors on the output oil, they got sensors on everything, which for back in that time and day was very unusual.
Yeah.
So I think this is one of their first plows they built, and they were just strictly trying to monitor everything to make sure they didn't have any prolonged issues, which we don't. We got a lot of stuff going on here. There's 100 wires here. We can probably do the same thing with 4.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So before we completely go full commando cutting, snipping wire and throwing stuff, I think we're going to take this window out. We're going to open up the control box up there and just really look everything over and make sure we're not missing anything important, and go from there. I rewired a roller once.
Yeah. Does it run?
It does.
Okay, it still runs.
I rewired a Jeep once. Got one brake light that don't work.
Yeah, you do.
Neither one's caught on fire though.
No,
and they both got a lot less wires on them. All right. Well, I guess let's see if this track pumps up.
All right.
So these are the same setup as any modern dozer or anything. They got a little grease cylinder down here, and should, as he pumps grease into that, it should shut the track out. Moving. I see it going.
All right.
Question is grease coming out somewhere else? I don't see it. Oh, look at that. It's coming up off there. Look at that.
Now.
Oh, we got a dead flashlight. Heck yeah.
This is good.
Now we just gotta hope it holds after you get it going.
Yeah.
Well, behind the scenes, that's one side. Undercarriage don't look horrible on this thing, does it? I still think they put the track frames on backwards.
You think?
I think the drives need to be in the back. But what do I know? I'm not one of those engineer peoples. You know, we cut about 3 welds and swap them around if we wanted to.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go pump the other side up, and we'll see if those hold.
Yep. All right, you ready?
Yeah, I got that camera. It's got time lapse. Well, man, behind the scenes, that's a good sign.
Yeah, real good sign.
Both jacked up or tensioned out. It's amazing how much better you can make a piece of equipment look by just tightening the tracks.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Wish we'd have done that before we even tracked it in here.
Yeah, that would have saved us some trouble.
I think it'd have saved us some trouble and some concrete too.
Possibly. Well, I guess let's pull that window out.
Okay.
And let's get that control panel opened up and do some investigation on that before we go committing to the old snip and rip.
All right.
Oh! That's the only window I got, bud. You can't break it.
Yeah. May not want to bust that one. This is real flimsy here.
Gotta save weight where you can.
Yeah.
Oh, think you're a funny guy, don't you?
Your face was good.
Never know about you.
Alright, so this bar that we're going to take out, we
Yeah, we take that wiring off.
cut it off.
Yeah.
Alright, while you're down there,
Cut it off. Should be 2 bolts.
oh, you just want to take these?
Yes.
You leave the main bar.
Yeah, leave the main bar.
I got you. I thought you wanted it all out of your. Oh, yeah. We got a yardstick. Oh, and you never took the bolt out of that.
All right, guys, these plugs here are for the laser system. This is our control panel. I got it. Oh. Well, I thought I had it loose. See, here's the next question is, do we completely gut this thing and start over? Or do we try to reuse some stuff that's in here?
Oh.
You're the master electrician.
Yes, I'm not.
Yes.
I do not like electric.
I'm sure there's only 2 wires in here. Oh, goodness gracious. That's a whole lot of wires. Holy sweet Jesus. Wowzers.
Huh. Well, I see a lot of toggle switches on here.
Yeah. All those could be repurposed. See if you can raise that up a little bit farther.
There went something.
Yep, that's going to be it right there. So there is no computer. Everything is analog. So that is in our favor. I'll tell you what, let's do, Aaron, is...
Well, I like it on this side. I ain't seen no wires, and I like that.
I bet you do, buddy. Okay, wowzers. Let's mark those plugs. Let's mark those plugs. Unplug it. Let's unbolt this control box so we can put it down on the ground. And then I want to, so the way this thing is working, so here's what makes this thing so complicated. You ready for this?
Yeah.
There are repurposing gauges. So if you take this gauge and push it up, it changes that gauge to left drive temp. Take this one and push it up, it changes that gauge to right drive temp. I don't know what this. Oh,
Volume for the speakers?
well, it's the air conditioner control.
Yeah.
All right. There ain't nothing difficult about this, but I guess my argument is 90% of what's here I don't think is necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Well, yeah. Because we're going to redo it the way we're talking about doing it and moving our gauges out.
Yeah, so do we just completely get rid of this whole entire thing and make a small little...
What's all this?
You want to know my honest opinion? I think this came out of a crane. And I think that has something to do with the scales on it. As crazy as what that sounds.
Is there anything hooked up to it?
Yeah.
Well, I wonder what they used it for.
I think it's a repurposed control box out of a crane. I really do.
Huh.
Mind boggled, huh?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let me get you a paint marker. Okay. Front.
Okay.
Got it. Stay down. All right, so we got the main control box out. We still might repurpose this. I don't know. I got some goofy stuff going on here because everything went. How do I want to explain this? So everything that went to that control box come through these junction boxes, and if you guys can see these junction boxes here.
This one is power in.
Okay, so basically all this big disconnect does is power up that panel up there, right?
Yes. Power
Okay.
everything in that panel.
Where in the heck was it getting power from?
The battery. You know, that's where it was coming from.
This is just a hornet's nest of...
I don't see no big wires that would go to a battery, though.
I don't either. I'm so confused. Somebody has majorly overcomplicated this. because all of our controls are coming down. These are our control wires. They're going into here. Then they're turning around and going back out. It's amazing this thing wasn't an absolute electrical nightmare back in the day.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on here.
Yes, sir. Was. Right. So.
That's extra.
Yeah.
That's if you want to put the snowplow option on.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Way behind the scenes, I think we confirmed what we already knew. This is a way overcomplicated system.
Yeah.
Are we committing to full disassembly of electrical system?
Well, you are. I'm just cutting zip ties.
I like how you're trying to stay out of this.
Oh, I am.
Okay, so what I was trying to say earlier is everything in that control box comes back to this junction box, makes a connection, and then goes back to the control box or the solenoids or whatever. Same thing with the engine. Everything comes in here and goes back out. There is a lot going on here for a lot not to happen, is the best way I know to explain this. We can majorly simplify this system, and possibly you can still reuse our old control panel. So we're gonna go full commit and strip her down. Good new day, Mr. Man behind the scenes.
Yes, it is.
We've kind of bled over into another day.
Yeah.
We got sidetracked with customer service yesterday, and this morning we got sidetracked with being tire mechanics.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're back on the tile plow. Man, a lot of people are probably going to disagree with me, but don't she look so much better?
Oh, it looks a lot better.
We are going with the KISS method, buddy. The keep it simple, stupid method.
Yeah.
So we pretty much got every wire ripped off this thing.
Every wire is ripped off this thing.
The only wires we didn't take off is the few that may run the laser if we don't go with GPS.
Well, I'm really hoping we go GPS now because we've been doing total destruction on all the lasers.
All right, so I got the control panel ripped out. I don't know if we're going to repurpose this or try to build a new one. I don't know yet. That's to be determined. This here we finally figured out is some sort of really fancy Fred Flintstone auto leveling system. that was probably obsolete the day they put it in.
Wouldn't have had it that complicated.
Yeah, that is what you call either a museum piece or a paperweight. There's no in between.
Looks like a glove weight right now.
All right, so all the electronics are off. Everything's good. Check out this whole mess of wiring we tore off this thing. That is all the wires we took off this thing. It's absolutely incredible. I'm still, I don't know why they were monitoring so many things other than it being an experimental plow, and they were trying to keep an eye on everything and see what it was doing. So, all right, all the electric is 100% stripped down. I think we need to switch over and focus a little bit on hydraulics. What do you think?
Yeah.
So, just to give you guys a quick little rundown the way this thing works, you almost got to think of each track as its own separate hydraulic system. So right here on the back of the engine, there is 3 hydraulic pumps. 1, 2, and the third one's up here. So that pump runs this track, that pump runs that track, that pump runs the plow. So the way they got this thing plumbed right now is the 2 drive motor pumps go into this cooler. That is plumbed in as additional cooling, and then the one we took off the top is actually the cooler for the back.
The plow.
I don't know if they were just overcautious on their cooling or if they had an issue with their cooling, but this is a very old style cooler that's I don't want to call it inefficient, but technology's come a long way since this thing was built. This cooler is set on the front of the fan, where this fan runs all the time drawing air through it, so it's actually got a thermostat. This is basically I think they call it a hydraulic thermocoupler. So basically what this does is if the oil temp is below 100 degrees, it bypasses this cooler. If the oil temp raises over 100 degrees, it forces it up through this cooler. There's also a chance that thing was never working.
Yeah.
And the oil never went through the cooler.
Yeah.
Because it's been in there for a while, bud. Those things are not known for being issues, but they can cause problems.
Fan shroud's really got me. I like
Oh,
it.
it's totally custom. So, all right, this is what we're thinking, man, behind the scenes. I bought, so there's a little bitty cooler right here. Actually, it's got more cooling watts, hydraulic cooling watts, than what that great big cooler does on the front. And it's got an electric fan on the back of it. And then I only bought one of these because I wanted to make sure it was going to work, but I think it's going to work. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to have one of those be fed, one of the pumps, one of the final drive pumps will be fed into the upper cooler. The other one will be fed into the lower cooler, and then they'll go back to a common return line. Instead of having a hydraulic thermocoupler, we'll have a hydraulic temperature sensor, and there's a control unit. So the way this control unit works is once the oil temperature hits 100 degrees, it brings the fan up, and then the hotter the oil gets, the faster the fan runs.
Yeah.
Which should really help us maintain a consistent hydraulic temp and eliminate all this mucky business. So we'll stack those 2 coolers right here. We'll eliminate this cooler. And then this one here is also an old style tubed cooler. We may repurpose it and use it as our cooler for our plow, and that would open up that area. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to think way down the road, big picture here.
He's wanting more feet room.
I want more feet room, and if all this works the way it's supposed to, we're going to build a new cab, and we're going to take up that space.
Yeah.
So,
I thought that was just going to be storage.
Well, it is going to be storage until I can afford it. I'm going to live in the trailer until I can afford a house.
Yeah.
You see where I'm going? I'm just trying to think ahead here, man, behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, I think if we get that cooler out of there, are we done being destructive and possibly going to start going back the other way?
We'll be real close, I believe.
Real close.
Real close.
Real close.
Oh, I'm sure you're going to find something else.
There's my brother going hunting.
Don't even say that word right now.
Guess where he's going?
He's going to work.
Huh?
He's going to work. He's going to work.
I don't think he works. I think he hunts.
No.
Go ahead.
Take this, I'm a Musa. Because, lucky him.
You think you'll see that big one?
Huh?
You think you'll see that big one?
No.
That one that
I'm
looked
gonna
like
hit it with my truck on the way home. I'm gonna get
that
it.
one that looked like the moose.
I'm gonna hit it tonight on the way home.
He's gonna spit in your lunch later.
Alright, let's talk about work.
I'm talking about work.
We ain't talking about hunting.
Oh.
We're talking about work.
Well, I consider hunting work because I can't stand it.
Oh, it's a vacation. That's the best vacation you can go on, is a hunting.
Okay. All right, man, behind the scenes. I'm thinking we'll probably go ahead and splurge and replace that hose. What do you think?
Get a couple more hours out of it.
Okay, so our lovely
Got that loose. Now, what I did run into a problem with is getting down in here on this line. So
you think we can drop that down?
I don't see why we shouldn't be able to. What's holding over there? Oh, you got bolt holding, but that's good.
Well, we need to get that out.
Oh, maybe it's some of their insulation.
I'll tell you what, these guys.
They gave me a lot of good ideas. I'm gonna start using that spray foam on everything.
They got. I love their train of thought, but their polishing ability is a little less to be desired.
You know, and I ain't gonna lie. After this, I went home and that lean-to I got some cracks in it that weather was getting in. I was like, man, I'm gonna use some of that spray foam, and I did, and it worked.
I don't think they called it spray foam. I think they call it anti-rattle foam.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this popped off. You ready? Almost.
Oh, God. It's heavy. It's heavy. Help me. Help.
You are horrible.
You were gonna let me struggle.
Because you're a horrible actor. Horrible actor.
Okay. I got my part, and I climb under there, pop that hose off so it can drop down, and you can take it off if it's not heavy.
I think it's down far enough.
No. Let's see this. That hose, if I can pop that hose down. Hold this radiator here.
I'm holding my people.
Okay. See, it's just barely catching. Because that hose is no longer going to be used. There we go. All right.
All right.
Now it'll go down low.
I don't think it will, because I think it's on that.
Well, this dropped down a little bit.
We may have to cut this. We may have to cut this bar to get it out of there because of this hose over here.
Well, if I take this hose off, that's all that's left.
Will the whole thing slide down?
Let me.
Oh, man, let me see that you're getting me dirty. All right, go.
You ready?
Yep.
I'm slipping. Let me bring this over so I get a bite on it. Ready?
Yep.
That's hard, isn't it? Oh, yeah, there you go.
I'll try it. Oh, I need a bigger pipe wrench. Or give me that wrench. Now try to out-muscle me.
Oh, no problem at all. Ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Are you all the way up on there? I don't think you're all the way up on it. There
Yeah.
you go.
Ready?
Yep.
Oh, what the heck?
Now it's turning the other way. You sure it don't come off here?
Huh?
Ready, set, go.
Push!
Ah!
Yeah. It's guns right here.
You think they bought that one?
Hey, what's that? They buy that. I'll sell them some oceanfront property
In Arizona?
Arizona.
Still don't know if we're gonna get that air part out of there. I still think we got problems, Houston.
We can't go up?
No, because that elbow's on that other end.
I gotta look and see. tight. There we go. Gotta be close.
Yeah, you're close. There you go, you got it. You're good.
Good?
Yep. Oh. Glad I moved that thing over there.
Yeah.
You got the magic combination to get it out of there?
I think so. I don't know. I'm re-guessing myself. I'm hoping we can just take that hose off. We can get it lean to come out this, just kind of take it.
Let's try to just tilt it that way once and see what it does.
Stinks it won't go straight down.
Yep.
You're hitting that hose.
Okay, you're cleared over here.
Yeah. What's on that hose? We're gonna take that hose off.
No, the hose is cut. It's the hose I cut.
Oh, so we're just gonna try to pull that whole hose
Yeah,
out.
it needs to come.
Now, let me. So that's where we're running into a problem.
Yeah.
No, we got it. This frame wasn't in here.
I don't know if it needs to be in there. The only thing it holds is the bottom of my grill.
I mean, I could wafer it off and we can weld it back in.
I think wafering that off is going to be faster than trying to get all them fittings loose, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And then I think we can get it.
I sure hope you remember where all these pieces go later.
We'll put a number on here too. We'll just, I don't know what number we up to, about 45.
Okay.
I don't know where it went, but it went somewhere. There we go.
Let's keep coming up.
You got it. You got it. Don't give up now. You got it. I'll move the tools.
Yeah, see how much help you
There
want.
you go. I got it. Now you still have a little bit of hose. There you go. Right there. Now, if you don't mind, if you want to go put that over there next to the other one for right now, that would be great. Yeah, like if you go right over there, I leaned up the other radiator. It's right up there against the wall. Yeah, right there. You just put that right there. There you go. That was light when I got the heavy one. You could turn that around if you want. It fit better. If you want to turn that around. Okay, you can leave it like that if you want.
Somebody's working on getting hurt.
Well, you want to go hunting?
All right, this is the other end of that hose that goes to that cooler. I also think this is, let me turn you guys down a little bit so you can see the source of our major hydraulic leak is this hose here. Oh yeah. So let me get this undone, and you want to see if you can pull it out and through.
Yeah.
We'll plug that hole off for now. Yep, this one right here.
So it's over on your side.
Yep.
I found some more mailer twine in here.
Oh, goodness gracious. Baler twine is key on this thing.
Yeah. Mailer twine and zip ties.
and tile scraps.
Yeah. Yeah. You want that one?
I think we'll let that one go.
Alright. Now, you ready?
Yep.
Alright, feed me some slack.
Well, you're gonna have, there you go. You are making a mess down there.
Oh,
I need a pry bar to shove it down to you.
it's so old.
It's almost through.
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness, good thing it's a DeWalt. You're down and out of there. Oh, look at that. You showed it who's the boss.
Yeah. Try to go easy and then start breaking the walk tools, which don't take much.
I think we got our money's worth out of that one. Let me rephrase this. I think somebody else got their money's worth out of that one. Got it yet? Done
I
yet?
think I got it. I mean, I think it's pretty loose. I know I could do it by hand if I could get my
Well,
hand
that's
in
because I
there.
did all the hard work for you.
What did you do?
Everything.
Shit. Yeah.
It's all me.
I know you haven't been using the wrench yet right now. All right. There you go.
Okay.
Now, you got that? Well, I don't know. That might be tire wire there.
Oh, they splurged, huh?
In here. Yeah.
We're gonna have to upgrade our cutters.
Yes, we are.
All right. Anybody hold into that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, some more fancy plumbing. Don't you love it?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who the hardware store was close to the people who built this thing. I bet you they love these guys.
All right. Got it?
Even though it don't look like it, guys, we're gonna call this some major progress. I kind of knew when I bought this thing, I was buying a little bit of a project. I kind of had a feeling we were going to strip it down and start building some of it back and knowing what we got. Like I said from the beginning, this thing is pretty much shop built, homemade built. It never went down a factory or an assembly line or anything like that. So it really makes it easy to kind of regroup and go again. And all we're really doing is just kind of updating this thing and modernizing it a little bit and making it reliable and dependable is the main thing, and eliminating a whole lot of future problems in the field. And like I said with Aaron here a while ago, just going back to the KISS method, keep it simple, stupid. We definitely got some good bones here. We just got to get all the little bugs worked out of her and get it back going again. So I think we have officially stopped the bleeding. I think we've officially tore down everything we're going to tear off of it. You guys can see all the panels and coolers and makeshift heaters and all kinds of randomness we took off. A lot of this stuff is most likely not going to go back on there, but you never know. We may end up using some of it. We're going to keep it around for now. I think what the goal is going to be from here forward, I'm just going to kind of give you the rundown of what I'd like to do. First priority is going to be getting it rewired, which we're going to simplify that tremendously. I'll kind of show you guys my plan, what I got in mind as we get going on. I've got a whole bunch of stuff ordered. I got a new fuse panel ordered. I got some wire stuff ordered. I got some new battery cables ordered. I got some new switches ordered. I got a lot of new stuff ordered that should be showing up in the next day or two that should make this really simple and really streamlined, which I'm extremely excited about. So first priority is going to be getting the wiring done. Whenever I say the wiring, I'm not talking about the plow controls. I'm talking about engine monitoring, engine startup, engine shutdown, and temperature of the hydraulic system. That's kind of what we're going to monitor. That's what we're going to focus on. The next thing we're going to focus on is the hydraulic system itself. Simplify some of that, simplify some of the cooling setup, simplify some of the plumbing, and hopefully make improvements on it. I have no idea how this thing performed in the past, so the conditions of the pumps and the drives is a little bit of a question mark, but I'm confident enough in it that we should be in pretty good shape. So the main goal, get the electrical done, get the hydraulic routing and cooling system done. We're probably going to call it quits on this, and then we got to figure out what we're going to do for guidance. And then in the future, 1 to 5 years down the road, hopefully we can upgrade the cab, and we may actually update the drive systems, update the final drives to some basically electronic pumps so we can put guidance on this thing. But we're not going to get the cart too far ahead of the horse. Kind of see how this goes. So hopefully they're calling for a little bit of rain here over the next couple of weeks. So I'm sure we'll be back in here working on this thing off and on. Hopefully some parts will start rolling in sooner rather than later, and we can start going back the other way, because yeah, I'm super excited to get this thing going and see what it's going to do. I would have loved to taken it out and plowed a little bit before we ever brought it into the shop, just to kind of check the condition and everything out, but it just wasn't ready for that. So anyways, hopefully in the next video we are putting parts on this thing instead of taking parts off. That's going to be the goal. But that's going to be a wrap on this one, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, big old thumbs up. We appreciate it. Helps out the channel. Don't cost you guys a thing. Want to make sure you catch us on the next one to see how this project turns out. I would consider subscribing if you haven't, because that'll improve your odds of finding us again. So that's a wrap. We'll catch you on the next one, guys. Later.